Hi, excuse me. Mr. Scott's new wife. Could you point me in the direction of his house? Dad, I just graduated nursing school. I think you'd be proud of me. Please, God, let him wake up.
Oh, bitch. How dare you not answer my calls? I found the perfect use for you. You're going to replace your sister, and you're going to marry Troy Scott today.
And I hear he's a nasty old peasant.
You want me to be a substitute bride? You cannot be serious.
Poor sis. You know Dad said we only get the money if one of us marries a Scott. And I have no intention of getting married. But I do want the money.
Your adopted father still needs 3 more months of treatment. Refuse this marriage, and his medical care stops today.
Fine. I will move to the countryside and marry that man. But I need you to keep your word and make sure that Dad gets all of his treatments.
Well, that's just perfect. Because the hillbilly aesthetic really belongs to you. And that leaves me open to marry my billionaire. I wish you a happy, happy life with old MacDonald.
Oh, one word about pretending to be Christina to marry him, and Daddy's a dead man.
Boss, still no news on the girl you've been searching for all these years.
Keep looking.
Oh, and another thing. Here's the information you wanted on Richard's daughter. Total gold digger. So why are you investigating her?
I'm marrying her today.
You, the richest man on the Upper East Side, marrying a gold digger.
We won't be married for very long. I'm heading to the farm now. Let's see how long you last, gold digger.
Okay. Come on, Louise. Dad's health is worth any sacrifice. If it means enduring this marriage, so be it. Hi, excuse me. Mr. Scott's new wife. Could you point me in the direction of his house?
Better not wander off, country mouse. It might become a viper's dinner.
Wait! What am I gonna do now?
Miss Mitchell.
Oh my God. Is he the husband I'm marrying in this whirlwind wedding?
Miss Mitchell.
Oh, he's kind of
Miss
hot.
Mitchell. I'm Troy Scott, your husband.
You're my husband?
Just need your signature real quick.
What? Hey! No, put me down! I didn't think he'd be so handsome. If he treats me decently, maybe this arrangement won't be so bad after all.
Listen here. I agreed to marry you because your father, Richard, saved my life. But I know what you are. You're a gold digger, jumping from man to man.
What? No, I'm not.
One word about pretending to be Christina to marry him, and Daddy's a dead man.
Fine. I think you can believe whatever you want.
Good. Now that we have that established, why don't we go over my rules? Rule number 1, spend my money. That's fine. But there will never be love between us, you understand?
All right. You know, I hate to say it, I really don't think there's all that much money to squander.
Yeah, that makes sense. Someone like you wouldn't understand what authentic rustic decor looks like.
Arrogant jerk. But at least he's generous. I wonder if this is his whole savings.
Rule number 2, we sleep in separate rooms. I take the master, you can take the guest room.
I could not agree more. But let me add rule number 3. Since we clearly cannot stand each other, let's drop a contract. 3 months. Then we'll get a divorce. I'll handle the fallout.
Dad's treatment only has 3 months left. After that, I'm done with this nightmare.
Deal. 3 months. Not a day more.
My farmer husband has a maid? That's weird.
Mr. Scott, your breakfast is ready.
She's the one who deliberately drenched me yesterday.
What a revolting morning.
Why are you being so rude? You're the one who hasn't apologized for drenching me yesterday.
Apologize. I run this household. You're just a shabby intruder. Go the hell home, hillbilly. You don't deserve Mr. Scott.
You know what? You can run whatever you want. But I'm Mr. Scott's wife now. And you know, besides, we're all country folk here. It's not like any one of us is from the Upper East Side.
This moron doesn't know Troy's the richest man on the Upper East Side. Funny, I better make sure she never finds out.
Hi there, sweetheart. What's your name?
You don't know? This is Sam, Mr. Scott's daughter.
What? The man I married yesterday has a daughter?
So Troy's married. Or is he still married? Am I the other woman? Oh my God. I don't need his real life hunting me down over a 3-month fake marriage.
Sam's difficult, nearly impossible to deal with. You know, it's not too late to walk away from Mr. Scott. So annoying! Shut up, you idiot!
Hey! What is wrong with you? You cannot hurt a kid like that. Apologize right now.
I'll do whatever the hell I want. I could grind my heel into your stupid face if I wanted to. Don't you dare talk to me that way. You hear me?
I cannot believe Troy would hire a bully like you.
Please, don't beat her. Hate me all you want, but Sam is innocent.
What the hell's going on here?
Mr. Scott, she's terrified. You have to kick this vicious woman out immediately.
No, he can't throw me out. Dad will be cut off from his treatment.
I did not push Sam. She did.
Mr. Scott, she's lying. I've taken care of Sam for years. There's no way I'd ever hurt her. Sam, sweetie, tell us who hurt you.
Yeah, come on, Sam. Don't be afraid. Just point to who hurt you.
It's all right, Sam. Show me who hurt you. You ever lay a finger on Sam again, you will answer to me, you understand? You ever lay a finger on Sam again, you will answer to me, you understand? It's all right, Sam. Come on. Come on.
3 months. 3 months, and then I can leave this place forever. That's why Sam was so upset. Her horse was getting ruined.
Doctor says Sam's fine.
I'm glad she's all right. What? You want me to pay the doctor bill or something?
Sam came clean. You didn't push her. She just got scared, that's all. And I'm sorry. I was a jerk.
Thank you, but, what about Ada? I mean, she said that I pushed Sam. Was she scared, too?
She just misread the situation, that's all.
You really trust her. Have you ever thought, maybe for a second, that she's, I don't know, lying?
Ada's taken care of Sam for 4 years. She's very loyal to her.
Well, You know, you've hated me since the moment I got here. So I'm just really not all that surprised that you do not believe me. You know, just because we're talking doesn't mean I'm not still mad at you. I'm still a witch, so watch out, or I'll bat you.
Noted. Look, I am not very good at this, so here.
An unlimited black card?
Spend as much as you want. Like, I'm terrible at apologies, actually. Just, if it makes you feel better, just drain my bank account, all right? I am really sorry, Louise. Good night.
He's just a farmer. Why does he always act like he's a billionaire or something? Wait. Tomorrow morning, I've got something important to show you. Ada, do you recognize this?
Nope, never seen it before.
Well, that's very interesting, because Sam here was really upset that you messed up her little horse. I have a nursing degree, I've worked with children, and, you know, I know they say things sometimes, so I just wanted to ask you, did you do that?
Okay, maybe I did. It's a toy. You're making a mountain out of a molehill.
No. You got upset and angry because she was upset and angry that you messed up her toy, so you pushed her down. I'm not going to let you get away with that. Sam, I don't want you to be scared, but I need you to tell me. Did she hurt you?
I see something here.
Hey. It's okay. It's okay. You're fine. You're fine.
Sam's never been like that with Ada. The way she hugs Louise, it's like she feels safe with her.
Listen, I don't mean to overstep here. I'm not going to let Sam out of my sight from now on. I understand she's your daughter with your ex-wife, but I need to treat her like she's one of my own.
Ex-wife? Where'd you get that idea? And Sam's not my daughter. She's my niece. Yeah, we moved out here a couple years ago because it's quieter, a little more stable, less sensory triggers for her.
So you lied to me. All you've done is lie to me. And that I could overlook, but I watched you push her down with my own eyes.
Hey, Ada, did Louise push Sam? She seems pretty attached to her.
You know, maybe I misunderstood. Maybe she fell on her own. But Mr. Scott, remember, I risked my life saving Sam from those kidnappers 2 years ago. There's no way I'd ever hurt her.
A hero one day and abuser the next? I don't believe her for a second.
Well, Sam is safe either way, so no sense in trying to figure out who's at fault. But considering that she's become so attached to Louise, I don't see the need for you to come every day anymore.
What? No, please.
Well, Sam, what do you say? We got things to do, huh?
Bitch, you think you can steal Mr. Scott from me? Well, I'll make you regret even trying.
Great. Now my shower's on the fritz.
That's for messing with me.
This is the first time
Thank
there's ever been...
Oh, Troy does have a self side. It's kind of cute. And you know, decent living conditions are a part of our contract. So I think I'll just go help myself to his private bathroom.
Don't wake up, Sam. I'm gonna put my hand down, but you're not gonna scream, right?
Uncle Troy. I hear a girl. I'm coming in.
No. Stay out there. It was just a TV. It was just a girl on the TV, all right?
I want to watch TV with you.
No. Listen, I'll be right out, okay? Ice cream in a second. So just so we're clear, we didn't see anything. Nothing's going on between us.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it.
But admit, you kind of like what you saw.
Arrogant jerk.
Why are you back? Don't provoke me.
Or what?
Can't afford to let you in. But we're bad. So what's the harm in one more sin? Take off your halo. You're beautiful. I don't care if it tears me apart. We could.
I think we should make the most of tonight.
My thoughts exactly. Fuck. Why am I having sex dreams about my contract wife? Take it easy, dude. She's not in the bathroom. Let me help you.
Yeah, there's definitely something sexy about my husband. Good morning.
Good morning.
Was it something that I said? I made Sam a healthy breakfast. Should go get it to her.
Hurry up. Finish your damn breakfast. You brat. I said finish it.
What are you doing? I'm never gonna let you abuse Sam again.
Hey! How dare you throw away the breakfast I made?
Oh, you call that breakfast? Come on, Sam is 6. She's still growing. She needs a routine. She needs nutrition, not that garbage.
You're just a pathetic country bumpkin. What gives you the right to question my professional methods?
Oh, your professional methods. Like when you wash Sam's clothes with all your dirty, greasy aprons so that they stain them forever? Well, oh, how about when you carelessly and recklessly ruined her favorite toy? Oh, come on. You are so professional. You know what? You are so two-faced. You are all smiles around Troy, but behind closed doors, you are abusing Sam. I mean, I think I saw you pinch her the other day. That is unforgivable. You are an unforgivable demon.
Bullshit. You're full of shit. You pathetic bitch. You'll say anything to turn Troy against me.
Bad. You bad.
You ungrateful brat. How dare you side with someone you've only known for a few days?
Hey! You think you can hurt her and still keep your job?
Mr. Scott believes whatever I tell him. You'll be the one kicked to the curb. Girl, you have no idea how important I am to him.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm afraid you forgot one thing.
What?
Mr. Scott may not be here, but Mrs. Scott sure is. Yeah, look at that. This country bumpkin still knows a thing or two about wrangling livestock. Oh, I guess it didn't even hurt now, did it?
You psycho bitch, what are you doing? Untie me.
No. You're gonna stay like this till Troy gets home. Can't risk you bullying Sam again.
Mr. Scott's gonna skin you alive. I run things around here. Nobody has disrespected me like this before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see his reaction to all this.
What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on here?
Mr. Scott, thank God you're home. Do you see? Your new wife is bullying me. She keeps targeting me.
Louise, explain yourself.
She is lying again. Okay, she made Sam a breakfast that was gonna hurt her stomach, and when I tried to make her something good, she threw it in the trash.
Don't listen to her. I never threw away anybody's breakfast.
She messed up.
Mr. Scott, you've got to believe me. Have you forgotten that I risked my life saving Sam from those kidnappers? I would never hurt her. Louise must have forced Sam to lie.
Great. Guess he's not gonna believe me again.
Look, I am grateful for all that you've done for Sam over the years. But I believe that she's telling the truth. And I also believe my wife.
Mr. Scott, I was tied up like a turkey. How can you trust someone you barely know? Some country hick.
Louise is my wife, okay? And she's in charge here. And since you have trouble respecting her, I think it's time for you to find somewhere else to live.
Mr. Scott.
I mean it. You got 10 minutes to pack your bags, and if you ever disrespect Louise again, you might as well look for a new job, too.
He believes me and said that I'm in charge. He called me his wife.
Go run upstairs. Go play. I have something for you.
These aren't gonna explode, are they? You don't hate me that much, do you?
I just wanted to say thank you for making Sam a proper meal.
This is an embroidered V by the famous Danish royal designers. How did you get this? This is like $1 million in cash. This and the dress. You didn't rob someone, did you?
Why do you always assume I'm broke? This is all mine, earned fair and square. Trust me.
What is this? Is cash like your superpower? Oh, look at me. Poor old farm girl finally saved by her very own cash crusader. It's lunchtime. Why hasn't Troy come up yet? Oh, it must be horse washing day. Oh, he must have been stuck helping out and not had time to come up. You know, maybe it's time to fulfill my obligations as Mr. Scott's dutiful wife.
Anthony, what do we got?
Horses itself are looking good and systems are moving at optimal capacity.
Awesome. Thanks for the update.
Hey, Troy boy, where's your wife? You know, down these parts, it's tradition for wives to accompany their husbands, especially on wash day. Where is she?
Well, she didn't say what she was doing, but I just assume she has better things going on.
I don't buy it, man. Come on, it's past noon. No sign of the lunch. Where's the missus?
Mr. Scott, I brought your lunch. Pasta salad with extra mayonnaise just for you. And I was wrong to argue with Mrs. Scott, but I promise it won't happen again. Can I please move back in?
Now there's a thoughtful woman there, huh? Bet she treats you better than your wife does.
You are correct. Mrs. Scott never cared about him. She's selfish and lazy. She doesn't do laundry. I bet her clothes stink. And she never cooks. She can't tell salt from sugar.
Oh, great. That's enough.
Mr. Scott, I'm just being honest. Everyone can see Louise doesn't deserve you.
Well, well, well. You sure do have a lot to say about me behind my back. Well, well, well. You sure do have a lot to say about me behind my back.
Holy. Is this Troy's new wife? Good Lord, she looks like an angel.
She's lovely, like a princess.
You look amazing. But you didn't have to come down here with all this.
Thank you for noticing. But I just thought I'd bring you some lunch. Here. I made this.
Oh, thank you.
And this is for you. Thought I'd bring you something to, fuel your day. And the beer is just a little treat.
Oh.
Delicious. Troy boy couldn't ask for a better wife.
And thank you so much for the lunch. It's wonderful. And you know what? I wanted to give something to you. A gift.
A gift?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are you gonna give me? Big old bouquet tied up with a bow?
Well, there's no bow on it, but you see this ranch? All the horses and everything on it? It's yours. All 100 acres and everything on it. It's yours.
Has he lost it? Why does he always act like he owns the world? Maybe this will keep him quiet and stop all the crazy talk.
Thank you so much for the present. Here.
Fuck. Why am I thinking about that sex dream right now?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Should probably get back to washing the horses.
Well, let me help you.
You know a lot about washing horses?
No. But I'm sure you could teach me.
Keep your eyes on the horse, not me.
Sorry, I thought watching the teacher would be a part of learning.
Well, I guess you're clever then. I guess you got this. Maybe try it yourself. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Get out of here! Snake.
Oh, come on.
I mean it. There's a snake. I didn't realize part of today's lesson plan was jumping in your teacher's arms.
Oh, well, maybe I'm just ready for the advanced class. Take it.
Yes?
Mr. Scott, I'm hurt. I need you right now. Please help me.
Okay, I will be right there.
Go on, before your conscience eats you.
I will be back tonight, I promise. Go buy yourself something. It'll make me happy. I'll see you tonight.
Right, I can take Sam to have some fun.
Oh, wow, look at this mall.
Welcome, Mrs. Scott. Shopping on the top floor.
Your uncle really tries to impress me, huh? Putting on quite a show.
Uncle very rich.
Well, he is being very generous, but we can't spend all his money. He works very hard for that, and we need it for the whole family. But promise me you'll be grateful, okay?
Well, the doctor says that you're fine, so I'm gonna head home.
Mr. Scott, I don't feel so good. Please, stay with me.
Look, I can't stay here all night. Louis, Sam will get upset if I'm not home, but I will have Bob stay here with you.
Mr. Scott, I know I'm a pain in the ass, but I don't have anybody else. You've always been so kind to me. I'm not asking you to love me. I just don't want you to pull away.
We're not having this conversation, okay? I am married.
We both know your marriage isn't real.
How did you know that?
Louise told me. She said she'll never love you.
3 months of pretending. That's all I am to her.
Don't throw away what we have when she'll be gone in a few months. I'm only asking for one night. Just stay with me through the worst of it. I'm worried about Sam. I've taken care of her for 4 years. She needs me.
Fine. I will stay.
With Troy staying here tonight, Louise, you're fucking finished.
When you said hello to the world, I knew you were going to be someone that I want to see. For all of your tininess couldn't disguise.
Uncle Troy coming back?
Yeah, he should be here soon. That's strange. Hey, how about you stay right here? I'm gonna go check that out, okay?
Be a good girl. Should be a good girl. Stop fighting while I'm gonna kill that bastard.
No. Who is this man? Is he after me?
Get off me! You can do whatever you want to me, but don't you dare touch that girl. Okay, who sent you?
No more questions. This is what you get for crossing the wrong person. There ain't no way out for you now.
I need to stay calm. I can't let him hurt Sam. Oh, please, God, let this call go through. Good, Sam. Stay hidden. I hope you're safe there.
Don't move. Don't move.
What the fuck just hit me?
Good job. Thank you. But I need you to get down, okay? Stay hidden. Who the hell sent you? And what do you want?
Some lady paid me to fuck you, okay? Couldn't resist. Opportunity.
It's Ada again. I know it.
Yeah, darling. Tell me how much you like that.
Oh, I'm good like this.
You think you can touch my wife?
Rob, you're bleeding. You're bleeding. Are you all right?
I'm fine. You all right? Did he hurt you?
I'm all right. Don't you worry about me. Okay, go get him.
Good. Because I need some answers. Where's that tool? Who sent you?
I don't know.
Last chance. Give me a name!
I don't even know her name. She just told me that the house is gonna be empty. And to fuck your wife.
I'm only asking for one night. Just stay with me through the worst of it.
Ada, you were the only one who knew I wouldn't be here tonight. Bring Ada here. Now.
Here you go, boss.
Mr. Scott, what was so urgent?
You know him?
Never seen him before in my life.
You know her? You lie. You'll be fertilizing my fields before morning.
She hired me to attack your wife.
I don't know you. Why are you lying about me? Mr. Scott, you can't actually believe him.
I remember. He kidnapped me.
All right, okay. Sam, you sure?
Breaking and entering, kidnapping, attempted assault. With this long list of crimes you committed, I'd be so surprised if you ever saw the daylight again.
Nope, it wasn't me. It was Ada. She behind all of it.
Bullshit. I don't even know who you are. Louise is setting me up. Mr. Scott, think about it. We never had any problems before she came along. All this trouble started with her. I swear, this kidnapper has nothing to do with me. Just send him to jail.
You backstabbing little bitch. You gonna cut me loose like that? It ain't happening. Mr. Scott, she hired me to kidnap your kid, and then she wanted to extort $40 million. Yeah, but the police showed up fast. So she pretended like she saved the girl.
You're full of shit. I would never.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that answers some questions for me now. Would you mind if I rolled up your sleeve? I always wondered why Sam was so scared of Ada. She's been hurting her behind our backs just so she can get what she wanted. You know, I thought I walked in on you pinching her a few times, but I wasn't sure what I saw. But now we know. You've been abusing her behind our backs for years.
You got anything else you want to explain?
Please, give me another chance. I know what I did was wrong, but I only did it because I love you.
Get off me! You will never hurt this family again. You understand? Your life as you fucking know it is over. The police are coming. Enjoy prison.
Family, he said. Sam's already asleep. That hurts, doesn't it? I'm so sorry. Here, let me help.
You know what? It stings. Maybe we shouldn't.
No, your treatment already got delayed because of this whole ordeal. You gotta put something on it now, or it might get infected. Sorry. Or inflamed.
Never thought I'd find someone who cared so much about me. Man, could get used to this.
I saw on the calendar that Sam's birthday's coming up. Thought I'd plan a little something for us. You know, I'd really love if you'd join us.
Well, go all out. All right? Spare no expense. I'll cover everything.
Okay, wow. Now you really are talking like a billionaire.
Hey.
Boss, that girl you've been looking for? She was recently seen in Springtown. I'll keep you posted.
Springtown? Isn't that Louise's hometown?
And your wife reserved 2 rooms at your resort for next weekend.
So that's the nothing fancy surprise Louise mentioned. Look, find a way to refund her without her knowing, okay?
What? I'm Moonbay's 10,000th customer, so our stay is free? That is amazing! Thank you.
Ooh, butterfly. Or is it Bigfoot?
Wow. I mean, no wonder this place is owned by the richest man on the Upper East Side. It is gorgeous.
Yeah, the owner has good taste, huh? Looks like they put this renovation budget to good use.
Why are you so excited about me complimenting another man's work?
Oh, look, I'm just happy we're all here and we're gonna have a good time, right?
Well, as soon as we get a bit more settled and Sam gets used to her new routine, I'll get a job as a nurse. And then I'll come back and visit anytime she wants. My treat.
Looks like my soon-to-be rich wife is gonna take care of us the rest of our lives.
Uncle Ice Cream.
That is a good idea. Why don't you guys hang out and I'll grab a couple scoops, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Well. If it isn't my little farm maid of a sister. What happened? You miserable in your marriage already and run away?
You can make fun of me all you want, but I need you to follow through with your word and make sure that Dad gets all his treatments, okay? Come on.
Not so fast. Oh, what do we have here? Your poor old man already have a mouth to feed besides yours? And what did it take you to play mommy 1, 2 nights?
I have let you bully me my entire life, but I draw the line at my girl, okay? Talk about her again, and I will end you.
A little freakish, isn't she? You sure you want to take claim to that? I really pity you, sis.
Sam, I need you to go hang out over there, okay? I'll join you in just a second. Promise.
Aw, how touching. What, you worried that the little freak's gonna get its feelings hurt? Does it even have feelings?
I told you. You need to shut your mouth.
Don't you dare. What? In case you've forgotten, I'm still in charge of our father's care in the hospital. That's what I thought. A worm like you would never stand up to a master like me.
I think your victory's a little premature. Yeah. I think in 3, 2...
What are you talking about?
Oh, look, I think you got something on your big old fake nose.
You bitch. Well, hello, handsome. And, who the fuck are you?
Her husband.
No. See, she's married to an ugly old farmer. Boy toy? That I could believe.
I see my reputation precedes me. Yeah, I'm that ugly old farmer you've heard so much about.
What? But he's young and hot. He should be my husband. That bitch Louise probably knew what he looked like and deliberately tricked us. I'm gonna take back what's mine. Well, I'm Louise's sister, Christina.
Never heard of you. Which means you must be irrelevant to my wife. Which means you mean nothing to me.
Oh, you see, that's funny. Do you have any idea why Louise married you in the first place?
That's between us. Stay away from my wife. You disrespect her again, you'll deal with me.
And who do you think you are? Some billionaire from New York?
Says the woman with poop on her nose.
Well, aren't you a rude hillbilly? And you, that's a cute ice cream. Could you only afford the mini size, or are you counting calories?
Well, it is beach season. You didn't get the memo, did you? And it is hand-churned, by the way.
I understand. So this pour has reached levels of delusion.
Speaking of fantasy, you're obviously living in one. Fake.
And how would you know? Okay, for your information, my boyfriend bought me these things, and he's quite wealthy, unlike yourself. So why don't you just worry about your freak child?
Don't. It's all right.
Which one of you is harassing my girlfriend? Which one of you is harassing my girlfriend?
Like my nose. Thank God you're here, baby. These peasants have been bullying me. Did you do something about it?
What are trailer trash like you doing in a resort like this? Go back to your little dung heap.
Well, at least I don't buy fake, cheap knockoffs for my girls to try to pretend that I'm rich.
Like you rednecks with your Walmart boots know a thing about luxury. I'm the manager at this resort. I've lived a life that you wouldn't even imagine.
Exactly. The jealousy, it's quite potent, and it's got a little hint of garage sale.
What are you laughing at? Apologize to Christina now, or I'll have security strip you naked and drag you out of here.
I didn't realize a manager wielded such power.
Of course you don't, farm boy. My boss, Mr. Bob, controls everything in this resort. And I'm his right-hand man. His power is my power. I'm the law here.
You know what? Now I'm curious. Yeah, Bob, your right-hand man is here trying to throw me out. When you come down here and put a leash on your dog? Bob's on his way.
How do you have my boss's number? Who the hell are you?
No, babe. Don't fall for this foolery. It's obviously a bluff.
I get it. Poor guys like you, reeking of coupons and cow shit, sometimes want to feel like somebody in front of the missus. Wow. Why don't you lend her to me for the night? I'll show her how the other half lives. Widen the horizons.
Watch your mouth. Oh, looks like it hurt. I need to visit the dentist soon. Now, apologize to my wife, and I might let you walk out of here alive.
I'll kill you. I'll tear you apart and feed you to the dogs. Right here, right now. Stop! Mr. Bob, these two troublemaking rednecks have been bullying me. And plus, they've been disrespecting you. You need to throw these lowlifes out of here right now. Right here.
Ah! Shut the fuck up. Ah! Shut the fuck up. You have no idea who you were dealing with here. This man can ruin your entire family with one phone call.
No, Mr. Bob. That is just my low-life bitchy sister and her broke-ass boyfriend. How dare you hit Jack over this?
That's a strong jaw. Mr. Scott, I am so very sorry. I have been remiss in keeping Jack employed here. So, as of today, he is fired from this resort, and you are blacklisted in this industry. Guards? What? Take these two away.
You just...
Mr. Bob!
Enjoy.
Well, the trash has been taken out. Shall we continue this tour?
Sorry, why is this hotel manager treating you like you're royalty?
Because quality matters here. Not only am I concerned for Mr. Scott, I am concerned for every visitor's experience.
Why does it seem like you guys have known each other for forever? I don't know, it really seems like you two have known each other for a long time.
Because Mr. Scott is one of our employers. I mean, suppliers. Well, we have used Oak Creek Farms organic products for years, and the cheese is really good. Have you tried the cheese yet? Anyway, here we have this, the key to the presidential suite and an invitation to tonight's wine tasting gala.
Wow.
We do hope you enjoy your stay.
This is for me?
Yes, these are your prizes for being the 10,000th customer. Whoa! Congratulations.
Exciting. I'll catch right up with you, okay?
Enjoy your stay. Enjoy. Oh, my gosh.
I owe you one, Bob.
Yeah.
How's the hand?
Huh? It's all right. Well, by the way, I got a bigger surprise for you later on.
I guess I'm excited. That's nice. There must be some chocolates or something. Maybe. Air conditioning? Oh, no. No.
Troy, what is he doing?
He's just making the bed. Don't worry, we'll catch up with him later. No, it's all right.
All right.
I got it. I knew there was no such thing as free lunch. Well, don't laugh. Come on, hurry up, see if we can change rooms. There's only one bed here. I don't really want to spend the night like that.
She's panicking over the bed situation. Does the thought of me being close to her bother her that much?
This room has the best soundproofing in the resort. Swapped 3 beds for 1 king and added our strongest mattress. Upgraded the couch for Samantha. Enjoy your passionate night.
Without my approval, I'm deducting $5,000 from your bonus.
Any luck?
You know what?
Oh, come on, is there something on your phone you don't want me to see?
No. They're totally booked up. Looks like we're stuck here for the night.
God, that's just my rotten luck.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize being around with me was so awful.
No. Come on. One bed. Doesn't that seem like it crosses a line? Like an intimate line? It is not an open contract.
Oh, right. Why are you spiraling about this? All right, we got the bed, couch. There's options.
Why did your mind go straight to the gutter? So embarrassing.
Well, perfect. I will just go sleep on that couch.
Hold on.
What is he gonna kiss me?
I think Sam would be more comfortable if you slept in the bed. I'll take the couch. Oh, that thing's pretty stiff, though. Hopefully it doesn't aggravate the old football injury.
Fine. Okay, we'll just share the bed. We will sleep on separate sides.
You sure? I mean, all right, if you insist.
Is your shoulder okay?
Yeah, it's all right.
Take your shirt off.
All right. You know, if you want to go there, I'm happy to oblige.
In the very first moments of falling, the stirring of the heart, felt the love I gave no longer start to bloom with you in mind. Wanna learn to find with you a way to.
What are you doing?
Just a little
we are working
workout
out.
before bed.
Mm-hmm. 24.
Looking so tired, Louise. Why don't you just go to sleep? Go to sleep.
Sweetheart, what's all this?
Mom, Louise played us, okay? You know that old farmer she was dating? He's hot.
Really? How's that even possible? Still, good looks don't change the fact that he's a poor farmer.
No, that's why I'm so pissed off. I met him at the venue the other day, and he was giving off rich and powerful.
Does he have more money than Jack?
Do not mention that man to me anymore. I dumped him because all of those gifts that he bought me, fake. And it was revealed in front of Louise, so that was humiliating.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. You still have your dad's dowry. I'm gonna use that money to transform you into a genuine socialite and get you married to a real billionaire. Come here.
Mom, that's him. That is Louise's billionaire.
Oh, this can't be a coincidence. She probably knew who he was all along.
Conniving little snake. Well, I'll just have to get back what's mine, won't I?
Hey, sis. How you enjoying the resort? Cut to the chase, I really don't have time for your games. Just because you married a rich and powerful man 5 minutes ago doesn't mean you get to be rude to the sister who's known you half your life.
Rich and powerful? What are you talking about? We're just farmers. You got kicked out because of your own behavior.
Okay, we had nothing to do with that.
Holy shit. She doesn't know who Troy really is. Idiot. Just wait until your husband falls in love with me.
I'm sorry, Louise, you're right. And, I hear there's a wine gala happening there this evening. Get me in?
Why would I do that?
I don't really want to see you right now. You sure about that? See, I can remove his oxygen mask right now if you don't get me in there.
Don't. Please. Please don't touch him.
I'll get you in. See, was that so hard?
Hey, boss. Everything's all set. After the wine gala tonight, we'll head straight to Springtown.
Springtown. The girl I've spent years looking for is there. So why am I not more excited? You know, for the first time in my life, I feel lost.
Boss, you and this girl, you were friends as kids?
Yeah. Yeah, her parents died in a car crash, and afterwards she just vanished. I tried to find her, but I was just a kid. I always felt like I let her down.
Well, I'm glad she's still alive and living close by. Boss, shouldn't you be more excited?
Yeah, her face is just a blur. So I don't know if I'm searching for a childhood sweetheart or just trying to right an old wrong.
You already have feelings for someone? You already have feelings for someone?
Louise, I don't want to lie to you. I do have feelings for this girl, but I don't know what they are, okay?
But you found her, haven't you? Well, I'm sorry. I see how me being here is just really going to complicate things.
Louise.
Why did I have to find this out right as I was falling for him? Oh, God, what am I going to do?
Don't cry. Don't cry.
Thank you, Sam. You know, you are the best little kid ever. Oh, I can't stand the thought of leaving you.
follow your heart.
Thank you. You know, you've gotten really good at expressing yourself. I'm very proud of you, but I can't say something. What if he doesn't feel the same?
He likes you.
You think he loves me too?
Our family.
Sam is right. No matter how it ends up, I need to give it my all, or I'll regret not trying. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Thank you, my little doorman. Oh, I'll follow my heart. I'll tell your uncle how I feel tonight.
Hi, good evening, Mrs. Scott. Here is your dress for the wine gala tonight.
What? No, I mean, I can't even afford this bag, much less the... Oh, yeah, the dress that's in it. I'm afraid you got the wrong room.
Well, as much as this dress matches my eyes, I think this is for you. It's one of your prizes for being our 10,000th customer. Congratulations.
Well, jeez. What's next? A shopping spree in Beverly Hills?
That is actually a really good idea. I'm going to let my boss know about that.
No, don't. Just let him know that I'm very thankful for his generosity, and I hope he stays a billionaire forever.
Me too.
All right.
Oh, gosh. Boss buys her designer dress and makes her think she won it in a contest. He does so much for his wife, but takes absolutely no credit.
Wow, Louise, that dress must have cost a fortune. Makes even you look expensive.
Wow. And Christina, it doesn't matter what you wear. You just always look so... mid.
Bitch. You know what? Enjoy your moment while it lasts, because soon enough, you'll be kissing my feet.
That's my necklace. How did you get that? Give it back.
See, it was your necklace, but Dad included it as part of my dowry, so now it's mine. And I think I'll wear it as I see fit.
You all right?
My ankle. I've twisted it.
That's the other half of my necklace. I gave it to that girl. Could she be...
Mr. Scott, my eyes are up here.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just... I have a necklace just like this one. It reminds me of someone very important to me. These were custom made. There's only 2 of them in the world. Where did you get this?
This is Louise's necklace. She had it when we adopted her. Damn it. The necklace reminds Troy of Louise. I don't actually remember where I got it. After my parents died, I woke up in the orphanage and that was here. I always figured someone special had to have the other half.
You're an orphan.
Yeah. Yeah, Louise and I are not blood sisters. I mean, I always hoped she would treat me like a sister, but she just pushes me away. Petty jealousies and...
Springtown. The orphanage. Your parents dying, it all fits. You're her. You're the girl that I've been looking for. You're the girl that I've been looking for.
I'm sure that's really disappointing to learn after the other day. I didn't mean anything I said. I've just kind of gotten into the habit of putting up walls. But I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to walk away right now.
I wasn't there for you when you needed. So as long as you treat Louise decently, I'll stick with you.
Troy, I have to tell you, I have feelings for you. Real feelings.
What a sweet reunion.
Imagine finding each other after so many years apart. It's so touching.
What's happening here? Why is my sister hugging my husband? I need answers.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? I'd like to make a toast.
because tonight I found the woman that I've been looking my entire life for. So raise your glasses with me. Let's celebrate. And clap for me. Woo!
Kiss, kiss.
Kiss!
I came here to make my confession, and I ended up watching yours. Troy, why do you love everybody but me?
Were you at the gala last night? I didn't see you there.
No, small talk at fancy parties ain't really my thing.
Louise, I gotta tell you something.
It's okay. I don't really want to hear about your love life.
What's going on with you? You've been like this since last night. We're family now, right? I should be able to tell you anything.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure your new family would love to hear all about your new little girlfriend.
You know what? I don't want to argue with you about this. Maybe we just need a little distance.
Troy is so irritating.
Hi, sis. Miss me?
How did you get in here?
Oh, well, with these. You see, Troy gave them to me on account of I'll be moving in here.
Troy? Troy? Is that true? You're letting her move in here?
I tried to tell you earlier, and yes, she's going to be staying with us for a while.
So what does this mean? What, are you just kicking me out?
Louise, I understand that you hate me, but please don't take your anger out on Troy.
Look, why does her moving in mean I'm kicking you out? Her ex stole all of her stuff, and I can't make her just sleep out on the street, okay?
How is that possible? She and her mom took everything from my dad. How could she possibly be homeless?
Louise, I understand your resentment for me being Dad's favorite, but it wasn't my fault. I just need a place to stay. Please, don't make me leave. I promise, you won't even know I'm here.
Louise, I owe her.
I never knew you were such a pushover. But I guess you're doing it because she's the girl you've been looking for. Right?
You knew about that.
Anyway, this isn't my house. You know, I don't really make the rules here. You don't need my permission to do anything.
Thanks, sis. You won't regret it.
Are you done? Because I would really love to have my necklace back now.
No way. It's mine.
I don't remember a lot of things from my childhood, but I know I wore that necklace every day since I was little. So it may not mean a lot to you, but it means a heck of a lot to me.
What means a lot to me is collecting on everything that means a lot to you. Whether it be the necklace, your husband, your life, anything I want of yours is mine.
Yeah. Think you can handle all that?
No. If Troy finds out the necklace is hers, he'll kick me out. I need to make it disappear somehow.
This necklace was never a part of my dad's dowry. So you can take anything of mine you want, but not this.
Hey! Are you insane? No! No, my necklace! Why the hell would you do that?
What the hell's going on here?
Troy, Louise threw my necklace into the
You're gonna
fire.
burn yourself.
Louise burned my necklace. I don't know why she would do such a thing.
You're a liar. She took my necklace from my arm and threw it into the fire. She bit me, look!
She did this.
Louise is lying. She's the one who grabbed the necklace from me, and that's the only reason that I bit her. Why would I destroy my own property?
You are so good at twisting the facts, but that necklace is mine.
Wait, the necklace was yours?
No, see, if it belonged to you, you would know where you got it from. It sounds like the beginning of a lie. Who knows how many more lies she's told under your roof?
You know that's not true, right?
Her. She did it. I saw it. I saw it.
You know how much Sam loves Louise. Even children can lie.
All right, enough. Okay? I don't know who to believe anymore. But just stop arguing, okay?
I cannot believe you're falling for this. I cannot believe you think she's telling the truth.
Bad, Uncle. Make her go.
All right, enough. Look, Christina and I have wasted enough time, okay? I'm taking care of her now, period.
Come on, Sam. Let's go.
Just you wait, Louise. Soon I'll have your husband, a beautiful little chateau on the Upper East Side, and you as my personal servant.
Who gave you permission to touch Sam's stuff?
Me, of course. You cross me, it's the same as crossing Mr. Scott. Keep at it. I want it out of here in an hour.
No, Sam is just a kid. Why are you taking this out on her now?
Well, the only reason Troy moved us to this podunk town is because he thought it would be better for her routine. Screw up her environment, she'll lose her shit, and he'll move us back into the city and stop playing farmer.
What do you mean playing farmer? He is a farmer. I'm not gonna let you do this to Sam. Hey, stop.
What the hell are you doing? Put that stuff down now. Get out of here. Put that stuff down. Get out of here now. I said now. Here, let me see.
Troy, wait. I'm hurt too.
No, enough. All right? I'm trying to make things right with you. But you don't get to bully Louise.
I don't feel the way I should when I look at me. I don't recognize that girl, and it's hard to
Look,
breathe.
Christina and I have wasted enough time, okay? I'm taking care of her now, period.
And I can't see how I can do this.
Maybe I should stop clinging to a relationship that isn't mine anymore.
Look, I'm sorry. Well, at least let me look at that cut.
No, there's no need.
Fine, then I'll get you a doctor.
No, that's really not necessary. Troy, I think we should get a divorce.
A divorce?
Yeah, clearly isn't working anymore, so I think we should stop.
No. Not like this, all right? Christina is my responsibility, but I will take care of that, okay?
That is exactly the problem. You and Christina are childhood sweethearts. Okay, you are fated to be together. You and I are just signatures on that contract. You don't love me, and I sure as hell don't love you. So I think we should stop pretending. I need you to let me go.
So after all this time, that is it. You just see us as some kind of contract. I mean, do I make you that miserable?
Then what are we, Troy? Can you tell me?
What the fuck am I doing? She just said she doesn't love me. It's all been an act. Maybe she's always secretly hated me. Why am I forcing her to stay? You know what? You're right. We should get a divorce. But we are contracted for 3 months. It is legally binding.
You're so right. How could I forget? Well, don't worry, I won't breach the contract. I will fulfill my duties as your wife until the very last day of it.
God damn it, Troy. Louise, you home? God. Is it my imagination or is she constantly avoiding me?
Troy,
Hey, have you seen Louise?
my finger is killing me.
You need to get some rest. Yeah, it looks like rain. Look, I need to find Louise.
Troy,
All right, grab a seat on the couch. I gotta find Louise.
No. Louise can take care of herself. She always has. I need you. Please don't leave me.
Yes, I can't just walk away from Christina, but I have to admit my heart belongs to Louise. In this moment, everything becomes clear. What I feel for Christina is responsibility and guilt, not love. Louise.
Troy. Troy, you really leave me no choice then. Louise, you'll be out of our lives very soon.
Look, you've been avoiding me.
I have not. You know, if we keep acting like this, Christina's gonna get the wrong idea.
The other night, it was my fault. All right, I'm sorry, I was an asshole. I realize now that my feelings towards Christina were based in guilt and responsibility. But I'll fix it. I will, tonight. Just don't shut me out anymore. What are you doing in here?
I just thought you might want some hot cocoa to warm you up.
Christina, I got you your own place, all right, on the Upper East Side. You move there tomorrow. We just need to go our separate ways.
So you're abandoning me again? Like when we were kids?
No, I'm giving you a fresh start. All right, Louise and I, we need space. Let's face it, we're adults now.
You're right. Of course you're right. Me being here has really caused nothing but chaos anyway. Consider this my apology?
Sure. Thank you.
I'll start packing my things.
Louise.
Easy. We have all night. Louise, come to my room. I've made a decision.
You're not Louise.
What are you doing here? He doesn't know what he's doing. He's been drinking.
So you've made your choice.
Louise. Oh.
Troy, I never want to see you again.
Louise! No. Let me explain. No. Move. I need to find Louise.
She doesn't deserve you. Okay? We're meant to be together. It's fate.
Fuck fate. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. You understand that?
Please, please, don't go. Please, please, don't go. I will be so good to you.
You drugged me, Christina. You understand? There is no us. I felt some kind of obligation to take care of you, but it's over.
Get out of here.
No, I only did that because I love you, okay? Please, I don't have anywhere else to go.
What happened to you? What happened to you? You're not the same girl I remember.
I'm sorry. Okay? All those years alone in the world, I forgot how to express my emotions.
I will take care of you. Financially. But only if you promise to leave. Forever.
Whatever, Mr. Billionaire. I'll make a killing off you and I'll be fine.
Yeah. Check in on Christina. I don't think she's the girl I was looking for.
Stop thinking about Troy, Louise. From now on, your life is only about work and family. Troy Scott, if I ever see you again, I swear I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Thank God I found you.
Great. I literally just swore I'd punch you the next time I see you, and now you're here. Guess God wants to see if I'll keep my word. Come on, you didn't even flinch.
I made you feel this way. So if you need to hit me, then just hit me. I deserve it. She drugged me, Louise. I couldn't move. But please, believe me, nothing happened between us. Come home. I will make sure Christina never bothers us ever again. It was all my fault, I know.
It's not us. It's you. I'm sorry, but we don't have a future anymore.
Why? I mean, she was the problem, right? And now you know the truth.
You never handled any of it. You just swept it under the rug. I mean, if I come back now, Christina is never gonna stop finding ways to hurt me. And I'm sorry, but I'm tired of fighting.
Oh, all right. I get it. There's something weird about Christina, but I have people looking into it right now. You gotta trust me, all right? Don't throw us away over someone that means nothing.
Oh, she means nothing. Then how come you never one-sided with me?
I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. It's you. It's always been you.
Why are you looking at me like that?
It's you, Louise.
It's my necklace, but it was destroyed. Is that the matching one? Is that yours?
Yes. They match. I found you and I didn't even know it.
You're telling me that I'm the girl you've been searching for?
We wasted so much time, but thank God I finally found you.
No, what you're telling me, it's like somebody else's life. I mean, I don't remember any of it. I'm nobody. I'm an orphan.
I don't understand what you're saying. I mean, isn't this a good thing? We were meant to find each other.
No. I want you to love me. For me. Not because of some girl you knew in the past.
I don't understand. I don't see the difference.
If you'd found some other sweet, innocent girl with that necklace, you would have loved her instead. You don't love me. You love whoever fits your story. That's not the kind of love that I want. Can you please go? And don't come back. I want to live in peace.
Louise, you're right. This necklace, it just got in my way. And if you don't see it as a symbol of our love, then it's worthless to me. I love you just the way that you are. And I will learn to love you better. And I will fix every mistake that I've made until the day that you think I'm worthy of you. Understand?
Hi. You're home. I was just packing for New York like you asked. Unless you've changed your mind.
No. But the jewelry's staying here.
It's just a few trinkets for your long-lost childhood love.
I know that you're not her. Louise is. You've taken enough from me.
You know. So what if I took her place, okay? She's the conniving bitch who stole you from me in the first place. You were supposed to marry me.
Wait a minute. Louise married me instead of you.
Yes. So a few trinkets is the least you can do to make up for it.
You really must have been hell on her, huh? No wonder she agreed to marry an old, ugly farmer. Get out of here.
I am a better fuck than she is. I love you more than she does. She doesn't deserve you.
Enough! You understand me? You've taken enough from me. And if it wasn't for Louise, I would have thrown you out of this house a long time ago. You say my wife's name again, I will end you.
Give me that jewelry, Christina. Give it to me.
I've earned this.
Give me that jewelry.
Absolutely not.
You know what? Let's get the
don't.
fuck out of here. Let's go, Christina.
Louise,
Come on. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Here we go.
Sam, kiddo. Have I always been this bad? Such a jerk. I hurt Louise.
She cried. Mooney Bay. Loves you.
She must have seen me with Christina at the gala. God, I'm an idiot.
Don't forget, you have money and your heart.
You're right. I mean, her father is still in the hospital. I could use my connections to help. Sam, you're the best. Love you, kiddo.
Uncle's a dummy.
If I get the nursing job, I can cover Dad's medical bills and take care of him full time. Mr. Dean, I am Louise Mitchell. I'm here for the interview.
Oh, thanks so much for coming. Why don't we just do your interview right here?
Right here.
Yes, of course. Why not?
All right, here's my resume.
Looks great. You're hired. $1 million a year. How about that?
What?
Is this too cheap? $5 million.
Are you really Mr. Dean?
Of course.
Well, then I think $5 million might be a bit too low. Think you could sweeten the deal a little bit?
All right, contracts for 80% of the private hospitals in New York. Take your pick.
How about I choose this one? What the hell are you doing? How did the hospital let you do this? This isn't a game.
It's not a game. I did buy these hospitals, okay? You want to work as a nurse, and I want you to get the job that you want.
This is real. Troy, who the hell are you?
Well, I'm...
Mrs. Scott, your father's been kidnapped. They left this for you.
Louise, come to the old factory alone, or your dad dies. I've got to go.
Well, let me help you.
No, they said to come alone, or he dies. This is just me.
All right, look. Here's what you're gonna do.
Hello? I'm here. I'm alone. Just like you wanted. Where's my father? Dad, I knew it was you. Why are you doing this? He's your father too. Why can't you just let him go?
That's a joke. See, our father's always preferred you, even though you're not blood related to him. You get the rich, you get fame, you get the fortune.
Come on. He always gave you the best of everything growing up, but it was never enough for you.
You know, there is a lot to loathe about you, but at the top of that list, your self-righteous attitude. Although I have a feeling after today, there won't be much of that left.
Hey!
I'm gonna go ahead and record your infidelity.
No,
And
please
post
don't
the
do
internet. Troy will get a look and he'll be done with you.
No, please stop.
Come on,
No,
kiss her.
Please don't. Stop.
Sorry I'm late. Now let's get you your revenge.
Mom?
Your mom's being charged with the attempted murder of your father. And you're both being charged with kidnapping. Hope you two enjoy prison together.
Get me a helicopter out of here now or he dies.
Hey, Christina, think about this. Okay, murder will put you away for life. I need you to put the knife down.
You're not gonna let me go? Then you'll bury us together.
No!
Christina, my daughter. But you really want to kill me?
Shut up! This is all your fault! If you had told me who Troy was to begin with, I wouldn't... Just...
Get off of him! You want out of this country? You got it. I'll put you on the next smuggling ship out of here. No identification, no papers, no way back. You'll be hiding in the shadows for the rest of your life. Oh. And don't forget this. For all your little home videos you'll be making with whoever wants to on that ship.
No. No. No, Dad! No! No, Mom! Do something! No! Ugh! Dad. I can't believe you're alive.
Luis, I'm sorry I made you suffer. But I heard everything. Even being unconscious. You still love him. Troy's a good man. That's why I arranged your marriage. Your dear old dad just wants to make you happy.
Sir, I will protect Louise with my life. If she'll have me.
Well, wow. I mean, I did not expect you to be that good.
Well, I'm glad I exceeded your expectations.
By the way, what was that secret you were keeping from me?
That I am the richest man on the Upper East Side.
Seriously? God, you've been lying to me this whole time?
Look, I tell you what, all right? I will spend the rest of my life making that up to you. Very funny. I deserve that.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't really care if you're rich or poor, but you should start making it up to me.
Deal.
Uncle Lois. Uncle Lois. Uncle Lois. Where are they? Are they exercising again?